All right. Hello, everyone, and thank you for attending the inaugural meeting of the Decentralized AI Agent Alliance. Thank you to everybody who's here and taking your time to spend with us. We think we're going to be doing important work here. Um, and we hope at the end that you find that it was time well spent. Let's start with how we pronounce. So we're pronouncing it DAIAA. And so we can either call it the Decentralized AI Agent Alliance or DAIAA. So you'll be hearing me say DAIAA a lot today. Um, so we'll start out with the mission, why we started the DAIAA. Uh, then it'd be great if all of the people who have become members of the Alliance introduce themselves 30, 60 seconds and, quickly explain, what you do if you're building an AI agent and what you would like to get out of the Alliance. Then we've got three subgroups that have been set up. So each of those subgroups will talk for a couple minutes. And then we will follow up with next steps and asks of the members. So our mission, as we stated on the website and in the piece that we posted on Medium, is simply to foster the development and proliferation of decentralized AI agents through education, activism, research, and events. And so, it's important to recognize we're a community. Crypto Mondays starting it, but over time, we look forward to, other projects joining the leadership and becoming decentralized over time. And so we're a community, and this is our mission. And if we evolve the mission over time, because the community decides to do so, so be it. So why did we start the DAIAA? So first, we're Crypto Mondays, and we started our first meetup January 8th, 2018. And today, actually, we just announced our 58th meetup, Crypto Mondays Ireland by Pete Townsend and Techstars, who's become a member of DAIAA. We started our Web3 advisory service July of 22. Today, the Crypto Mondays collective is over 300 Web3 experts. And we had got so many experts, we started building our own things. We started with our AI Web3 Accelerator. First cohort started April of 24, graduated the second one a few months ago. And last but not least, we started DAIAA today, February 17th, 2025. And my background, I'd been a Wall Street analyst. I'd started the first social network or started the largest social network before MySpace called Bolt. And I ended up writing the first Wall Street style research report on Facebook in 2010. And I continued to closely follow and write on it. I was on CNBC more than 50 times. And late 2016, I became aware of a major problem, and I called it FAMGA. And that's that Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon were eating the world, and they were having an ever-increasing share of tech market cap. And I felt that that was great for them and their shareholders, and increasingly horrific for the rest of humanity. Obviously, over the last 8+ years, it has accelerated and been far worse impact, in my view, on humanity than I could ever have imagined in 2017. But I wrote about it, continued to write about it. Continue to write about it. That was the first year was before I saw crypto, and it's not a coincidence that I saw FAMGA a couple months before I saw crypto, and continue to write about it after I saw crypto. I saw I call it the crypto light on June 29th, 2017. And what I saw was, for the first time, we had a tool set to solve for the community instead of the man in the middle. And I was in a manic state for 3 months until I wrote my construct called 7 Thoughts on Crypto after 3 months down the rabbit hole. And what I realized then was that in order for decentralization to be a thing and to really scale, we needed to solve for two things: governance and consensus, and token economics. And I would say that in the 7.5 years that I've been crypto 24/7, my biggest disappointment has been how little progress we've made on either governance and consensus, or token economics. I actually started the New York City Token Economics Meetup. Had the first one November 15th, 2017. And I actually started because I met this guy, Tom Bollock, who, immediately 2 minutes in my conversation with him, he was undoubtedly by a wide margin the smartest person I had ever heard talk about token economics. And he knew this because he had run multiple 100 million person ecosystems, token economic ecosystems, as head of token economics for Zynga. And the big lesson that Tom gave me was that um, when you start off a token economics ecosystem, you have no idea what's going to happen. So, after you launch it, then you have to work to dial it in. And he said, if you only have one dial, it's very hard to dial it in. So the most important thing is to have multiple knobs to turn. And even though it's been, 7.5 years, of little progress, I still believe that we're going to get there because, first, the best and the brightest, are still seeing what we're all seeing and coming to Web3. Second, maybe more importantly, is that the centralization bar against which we're competing is so low. And, a number of months ago, when I really started, digging into AI and AI agents, what I realized was that AI agents, referring back to what Tom Bollock said about having multiple knobs to turn, that AI and AI agents had the promise of giving us an infinite number of knobs to turn to dial in governance and consensus and token economics. And I thought that finally, um, we were in a position to really make dramatic progress on token economics and governance and consensus. So again, our mission to foster development and proliferation of decentralized AI agents through education, activism, research, and events. Now, we're not the only people who are out there doing this. There are overlapping decentralized alliances out there. I think we're kind of markedly different than the others. But I've reached out to all the others. I give a talk called 10 Thoughts on Community. And one of the thoughts is that as the tooling for community management gets better, the opportunity for 2 communities, 5 communities, 100 communities who have a shared ethos to work together, I think is going to be very powerful. And so, I hope over time we'll be able to partner, with everybody else who has an overlapping agenda with the DAIAA. And so, that was really the introduction. I'm glad I was trying to do it in less than 10 minutes, and I did it in less than that. And so it'd be great for the people on the call. And let me see. How can I see everybody on the call? Just give me a moment. Okay, there we go. So, let's see. So we'll go in the order that we are here. So starting with Lava Networks, and then Crypto Mondays. You heard us, so we went first. And then I'll call out the names. I think roughly about half of the people, or maybe a third of the people, are here. So I'm going to get rid of this, but I'll refer to it, and now I know who's here. So we'll start with the introductions with Yair from Lava. So, Yair, you want to quickly introduce yourself and Lava Networks and what you hope to get out of the collective? Out of the alliance. Going once. Yeah, you here? Uh, okay. Let's see. How about Adam Miller from MyDAO?
Hey Lou, and good morning, everybody. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you great. Thanks, Adam.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for having me. So I'm a founder of MyDAO, which stands for Marshall Islands DAO. We have created a legal and regulatory environment for crypto and Web3 and have over 250 projects now registered or registering in the Marshall Islands to take advantage of our legal framework. And we've recently been starting work within the world of AI agents. And in particular, our interest that we'll bring to the legal subgroup here in DAIAA is around the legal side of AI agents and decentralized AI agents, ranging from jurisdictional issues like legal entities and legal frameworks and regulatory frameworks and fitting into those frameworks and how they differ around the world, to maybe some of the more basic and straightforward legal issues around decentralized AI agents. And maybe I'll say a little more later, but excited to be part of the alliance. Thanks.
Okay, terrific. Thanks, Adam. You left out the most important part. You are also the organizer of
Oh
Crypto.
yeah. Yeah, and maybe I'll just add too. I started Crypto Mondays Orange County about 3.5 years ago, and a few months later was founding this company, MyDAO. And I think Crypto Mondays was a really big and important part of my journey. And I'll just mention one other thing, Lou, which is I met Lou actually in the Wall Street side of things in like 2007, 2008, and it's really cool that we still get to collaborate on things.
It is really awesome. Thanks a lot, Adam. Next is, let's see, give me just a moment. I think next we will have James Slusser
Good morning.
with
So,
Polkadot.
yep. So I'm James Slusser. I'm a senior ambassador with Polkadot. I'm based down in Miami, Florida. Been involved with Crypto Mondays for a while now. And one reason that Polkadot's really interested in being active in the association is we are obviously a fully decentralized open source blockchain protocol. We have a strong presence in our AI vertical. Lou, I know that you've had the chance to meet Zoe, and you're going to see her later on tonight.
Crypto Mondays Bitcoin.
Yep.
NYC.
And Zoe is somebody who's important in the AI vertical aspect of Polkadot. So I'm excited that you guys get to talk later on tonight and she gets to hear even more. But we wanted to be involved just because it's our sweet spot. We're really interested in what's happening in the space. We want to take advantage of networking and working with all the other members to see how we can carry this forward. That's me.
Okay, terrific. Thanks a lot, James. And then I just realized that I had not unmuted, I think, Yair. So I was asking him to speak, but I don't think he could. Now you can speak. Yair? One more time. You got to unmute. You want to speak? Once, twice. Okay. Let me see. Give me a moment. Who else do we got here? Let's see. Going across. We got Delhi.
All right. Hey, hi everyone. Let me come on camera briefly. I can't. No worries. I'm DAIAA. I head up the IQ protocol. We're a decentralized information framework for sharing information as the new kind of decentralized asset, using Web3 infrastructure and public-private data, metadata to really kind of create a new way to really enable data sovereignty in a way that we all talk about that, but is often really elusive in terms of how that works. And we've been building a framework around agents with these very highly curated, distributed data sets that people can own, and in an open source framework with this open source agent orchestration and curation framework. And we're using that it's called Agent Z, and we're using that to build Crypto Mondays community agent, Agent Monday, which you'll be hearing more about in the near future. So really excited about that. I've known Lou, and since the earliest days of Crypto Mondays, was at the first one in January in 2018, and helped set up Crypto Mondays London before moving out here to the States. So it's great to see how the community has just exploded and mushroomed around the world. And it's great to see this next evolution in it. And also I head up the Own Your Data vertical within the DAIAA, and also partner with Lou on Crypto Mondays Decentralized AI and agents that we do the second Monday of every month in New York as well. So, very big in the space, very excited about the space, very excited about being in this networking community of like-minded people, and looking forward to chopping it up and doing some decentralized disruption with everyone. Thanks.
Okay, thanks a lot, Delhi. Awesome to have you be a part of it. And I can't yet, Yair. Oh, can you mute yourself?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
now
Oh,
I'm
no,
on.
now you can talk. I'm sorry. Yes, I thought so, Yair. But I'm sorry, Yair, before you go, you'll be
Yeah.
next. But Delhi said that he's doing the Own Your Data subgroup. And I can't let somebody say Own Your Data and not give Brittany Kaiser a chance to introduce herself.
And I was definitely going to allow bring Brittany on as we got into that subgroup data. But absolutely, please, Brittany, my partner I will just say a very quick word about Brittany before Brittany introduces herself. Brittany's one of my dearest friends and one of the great best minds in this sort of data sovereignty space, a real doer as opposed to just talker about it. So yes, Brittany and I will be co-chairing the Own Your Data space together. But please, Brittany, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, and so happy to be here with you guys today. Thank you, Lou, for starting this initiative. I couldn't be more excited about it. I'm spending definitely the majority of my time thinking about the AI agent space and actively building across verticals in the industry. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Brittany Kaiser. I'm the founder of the Own Your Data Foundation. I'm the new co-founder and chairwoman of the Open Source AI Foundation on the Hill. And I am the chief strategy officer at ELIZA Systems. You guys are probably familiar with ELIZA OS, AI16Z DAO, and the ELIZA framework for building AI agents. What I am doing in the space is, it's commercial, it's government, it's a ton of building, but of course, I'm a human rights lawyer by background and have helped write and pass the majority of the blockchain legislation in the United States on digital assets, including owning your data as intangible personal property and giving people rights over the data that they produce and the value that that data produces. So I'm going to be working a lot on the Hill on AI agent legislation and policy, specifically pushing for what is now a very popular agenda, which is that all government technology should be transparent and trustworthy and accountable. And that means it should be ideally open source and decentralized. So that is one of the main policy initiatives that I am working on, but anything that is building on ELIZA OS, which I think the majority of the people here are working on AI agents, will be building on ELIZA at some point. If you haven't already spent a lot of time on it, we consider ourselves, the Linux of the AI agent space, the most popular open source agentic framework in the world. We've been #1 on GitHub for most of the past 4 or 5 months. Been forked over 4,000 times, have thousands of stars. And we'd love to work with you if you need any of our internal consulting help on building out your ELIZAs. So yeah, great to be here and so excited to be co-chairing the data ownership committee with DAIAA, who is one of the smartest people in the entire world in this space. And we've collaborated on policy and initiatives like Meta Nights and in general pushing this agenda forward for many, many years.
Awesome.
Also, Lou, Matt is here with me, who would also love to say hello to everyone if you don't mind.
Terrific. Matt?
Hey, I'm on Brittany's thing where we're next to each other, so double.
What a shock.
Yeah, exactly. So Matt McKibben, been in like the blockchain crypto space for 12 years. Was part of the Bid Angels with Michael Turpin and them, running the Washington DC Bitcoin meetup back in 2013. Did the D10E conferences with Brock in 2016, 17, 18, got to run around the world and evangelize decentralization. And then now I do Decentralized is my early stage investment advisory firm. We're focused very specifically now on decentralized AI and agentic AI as most of what we're working on at this point. I've been involved with Morpheus and then DAIAA is a fund of funds, liquid venture fund of funds. And we have DAIAA Leap, which is doing agentic investments as well. So just deep into the space, really love it, and a pleasure to be here in general and working on agentic AI. And so I think is the ability for us to actually implement all the large scale crypto systems in society. I was talking about it yesterday a bunch, and I was just oh, this is how we actually implement everything that we want to at large scale without friction. So super cool.
That's the dream. Great to have you here, Matt. Yair?
Yeah, so thank you, Lou, for inviting me here. Hello, everyone. Brittany, is great to reconnect after Satoshi. See also some other familiar names here. So my name is Yair. I'm the founder of Lava Network, and we started Lava out of a need to give access to blockchains, dApps, chains themselves, users, and we already running on dozens of different chains. So we started with giving access of RPC, API, indexing, and in the last few months, we've seen the different agents also starting to use Lava as their get-go, whether it's for training data, whether it's for making sure that the infrastructure is seamless, kind of running 24/7. And I'm also excited to share that last week we had our first plugin to Eliza OS also. So we're part of the family now. And yeah, we now after 1.5 months ago, after AIXBT also tweeted that they're using the infrastructure as Lava, we decided to double down on AI, and we're working with different frameworks in order to make sure that, first of all, they get all the access they need to any chain out there. Yeah, and I'm here to see how I can help this initiative also going forward. Lou, by the way, just one word, how I met Lou actually in my first event in Solana Breakpoint 21. I still have this picture from the balcony out there.
That was an epic party. Thanks for joining, Yair. Michael with GradientFi.
Hi everyone. Super excited to be here. Definitely agree with the ethos that Lou shared earlier on around. We need to build a more scalable, decentralized, AI, but also infrastructure across board to essentially ensure that our society survive. I think it's very, very critical. It's as critical as that. So it's definitely super pumped to be here and to hear what other people are building in the space. My company, Gradient Finance, we're building a on-chain cross-border merchant banking infrastructure to onboard real-world applications on-chain. We think that the future of cross-border commerce in general, not just payments, will involve the interplay of AI agents, human beings, real-world assets, machines, but also financial instruments. And so we're very big on stablecoin. We're also very big on not just stablecoin for payment, but for designing financial instruments that these platforms we're onboarding on-chain can actually leverage. So we think of our platform as a very small step in a very long journey as we have right now. So super pumped. We launched our platform last August and onboarding companies. So it's super excited to see helping this company figure out how to leverage blockchain, but also design specific use cases for their platform as well. So definitely happy to talk to people daily. Shout out to you. Love what you're building and happy to collaborate.
Okay, thanks a lot, Michael. Now we'll go with another Michael with Casper.
Thanks, Lou, and hi, everybody. Excited to be here. Thanks for the invitation, Lou. Quick background, I'm the co-founder originally back in 2018 of the Casper protocol. I'm currently the CTO of the Casper Association, which oversees the growth of the network. Been in crypto since 2012, 2013. Have known Lou for a good number of years. Casper is a level 1 protocol, and we have a good number of AI agent projects building on our chain, including sort of the typical agent applications. We have some that are agents that are writing their own smart contracts and deploying them to the network, which is a very interesting use case. And with all that going on, we are obviously very actively tracking and hoping to help evolve the space. And in that context, I'm super excited to be here. Looking forward to working with all of you.
Okay, terrific, Michael. Glad you can make it. Let's see. Up next, we have Boone.
Happy Monday, everyone. My name is Boone Bergsma, founder, CEO of W3 SaaS. W3 SaaS is Web3 software as a service, offers businesses an easier way to launch an application with tokenization tools and vertical AI agents integrated. W3 SaaS, we're blockchain agnostic, and we offer multi-chain solutions and have built-in solutions like features like KYC, MPC wallets, AI agents, and streamline the process of really launching a Web3 application. and really excited about what DAIAA is doing and excited to bring our innovations and connect with other pioneers in this space.
Thanks for joining us, Boone. And a couple quick things. First is we preferred if you say Happy Crypto Mondays.
Okay, I got it.
And and the second is, as you see from most of the people who are on the call, I mean, I really didn't go out and actually recruit anybody. Generally, it's just, I wrote the piece when we had like 20 members that we'd gotten just from conversations, and that piece was more just to put my thoughts together. But obviously, I was happy. So I guess, how did you hear about the Alliance?
I heard about it on it was either a Telegram post or LinkedIn. I honestly can't remember at this time right now, but one of the many social crypto channels.
Okay, well, cool. Well, glad you can make it. Next, we'll have Saul.
Hello, everyone. I'm Saul Vidron, managing partner in Master QVC. Really excited about the AI and crypto space. It was great also to hear some known people here that all joined the call. Yeah, and thank you, Lou, for kicking it off. It's an amazing initiative. I feel like it's, like when one of the entrepreneurs that we're working with came around April and told us that he's going to he's going to pivot his product from blockchain automation to basically to AI agents. I was like really skeptic. I was like, let's just close the company. And if you want to throw more buzzwords, just add to that, like whatever you want. And then he basically exposed me to the use cases. And, ever since I was like, oh my God, these technologies was actually meant to be. So yeah, and this type of association is also something that is meant to be. So really excited.
Well, really glad you could make it. And let's see, somebody who didn't actually join but didn't make it onto the founders wall is Jorge.
Hi everybody. Lou, thank you for including me in this group, in this initiative. I represent KEBAI. KEBAI is we are working in the multi-agent systems in the context of the knowledge, either the knowledge of the agent itself or the context knowledge on they exist. So we are using knowledge representation theories to have a better way of managing all this information and make agents more intelligent and more able to deal with dynamic environments. Okay, I'm looking forward to see how this initiative goes. I think there are very different companies here with different working areas, and I think we will be able to add value and learn a lot with all of you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us. And I think that is all of the members that we have. But I would also just like to see, I've opened up microphones from the folks at Crypto Mondays, who have been giving their time as well. Robin, Alan, Peter, Mason, Max, Andy, and so if any of you guys have anything that you'd like to add, feel free.
This is Andy. Taser.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Andy.
From Taser. We're sorry.
No, let to Andy. Why don't you go first, then Peter, then Robin?
Yeah, we have a launch pad, Taser AI, which offers unfair deals, which means you can actually raise money. We're supporting startups as well as mainstream AI and SaaS apps with tokenization. And the thing that might be relevant for some people on this call is that we've started development on the structure of agent managed funds, which if you run an ELIZA trader or something, you might want, it combines the hedge fund flexibility of something like ELIZA with the safety, security, and non-custodial classification of a smart contract vault.
Cool. So thanks for joining. Peter?
Yeah, hey everyone, I'm Peter Camille. I work with a lot of startup founders in the AI and Web3 space as anywhere from an advisor up to a fractional head of product or head of business development. And super excited by what Lou is creating here because I work with all these startups. They're all sort of working on their own. And now there's this opportunity to work together, collaborate, and accelerate what everyone's doing and do it in a decentralized way is even more exciting. Already, I've connected Delhi from iCubes with a few other people working on AI projects, and they're like, "Oh, this is so exciting what they're doing with iCubes. Can save us a ton of time and really help us get to market quicker." So we're looking forward to working together. And so that's just one example. I think that's going to amplify 1,000 times as we grow and build this community and alliance.
Okay, terrific. Thanks, Peter. Robin?
Hi, I'm Robin. I'm working with Lou and Andy, Dele, and Ellen in driving the initiative Crypto Mondays and DAIAA. And I'm mainly involved with the marketing, the membership, the community growth and engagement. And yeah, I was super excited to be on this mission with you guys. Lou's done a crazy job of getting this thing together and some awesome people involved. So we're excited to grow it together with all of you.
Okay, terrific. And Robin, you also started.
Oh, yes, I started Crypto Mondays Madeira with my friend Malcolm Dare. So he's taken the reins there, and we're going to do Crypto Mondays Lagos in Portugal next. So yeah, we're on a mission. Global domination,
Awesome. Just a couple more people I just want to give a shout out to if they want to say something. The first would be Dave Williams, who's somebody who's been super supportive of of Crypto Mondays, and Crypto Oracle before that. And so you want to thank him, and happy to have him say a word if you want or not, Dave. And then lastly would be Alex Kahana. So Dave.
Oh, hey Lou, how are you doing? Thanks for calling me out on this call. But yeah, basically been involved with the internet since the early days, 97, 98, Web 1, Web 2, Web 3, Web 4. So I'm just riding on the coattails of Lou here and everything he's doing related to Crypto Mondays, and just really excited about the global community, in real life communities he's built, the accelerator, this new AI association, DAIAA, and hoping to really be able to give back and help the organization and be a resource for you guys.
All right. Thanks, Dave. And then last but not least is my close friend. He was a partner at the original incarnation of Crypto Oracle. And now I just describe him as I'm pretty sure the smartest guy on the planet at the intersection of crypto and healthcare, Dr. Alex Kahana.
Well, thank you, Lou, for the kind introduction, and again, congratulations. Of course, you would come up with this opportunity for all the bright minds to join. Like Lou said, we met at Kathy Wood when he told me about Crypto Oracle. I said, sure, and he said, don't you want to hear more about it? I said, no, I pretty much figure it out as I work with you. And shout out to Dele and all the Crypto Monday OGs. I've been working or focusing, like Lou alluded to, on decentralized healthcare designs around the world. I work mostly in Africa, Latin America, and recently also in the South Pacific. So, hi, Adam. I work with Dennis Troyak on Satoshi Island and build decentralized communities. And on Valentine's Day, we launched our first in the world loving AI application because we believe that AI needs to be a little more loving. So it's like perfect timing of joining this very, very loving group of people. Thank you.
Okay, terrific, Alex. And I guess last but not least, when I tell the story of Crypto Mondays and getting people to start it, and people go, well, I don't know how many people would be interested. I tell the story of when I went to Crypto Mondays Phoenix, and there were it was like the fifth one they had done there, and there were like maybe 15 people there. Yep, that's fine. So the first guy went up to, I said, hey, have you been to Crypto Mondays before? And he responded, yeah. He said, about 3 months ago, I was at Crypto Mondays Milan. And long story short, that's Alan Domain, who's now the COO really of Crypto Mondays, and really as much as anybody now, my partner in pushing these initiatives forward. And so, Alan?
Yeah, thanks, Lou. I just wanted to say a quick hi to everybody. And I'm taking care of all the back end stuff that you don't see usually, all the operations and keeping things together and keeping things flowing. I'm really looking forward to helping to do that with DAIAA because it looks like there's just so much potential here to be able to pull a lot of activity together. So it looks like it's going to be a fun journey here.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Alan. Let's get back to the slideshow here. It's not too much longer. Let me see. There we go. I will just, a lot of really good, just coming back to hear of a few of the folks who were missed, who aren't here. You'd say, Splinterlands is one of the leading Web3 gaming companies. Yeah, obviously everybody's familiar with DCG, so excited to have them involved. And they started up a company called Yuma. Oh, there they are. And Barry Silbert, when I talked to him a couple weeks ago, described Yuma as the consensus of BitTensor. So I'm excited actually at Crypto Mondays East Denver to be doing a fireside chat with them. We have Techstars. It's awesome to have them involved. Diffusion AI is super interesting AI company. So we really have and again, we've done almost no marketing other than the Medium post a couple weeks ago, and so I think we'll gonna grow a lot from here. Here's Crypto Mondays. They just announced this today. Crypto Mondays Ireland with Techstars. So we're already starting to see benefits from the kind of member synergies. And now we're going to move on, just to a brief description of the subgroups. And so we've got 3 subgroups. We have we have. We have one on the legal issues, and that is being run by Adam Miller, and then the Own Your Data, which is being run by Brittany and DAIAA, and then a community management one that's being run by Crypto Mondays. And so, happy to turn it over to Adam and just give a couple highlights of the legal issues subgroup.
Yeah, sure. So look, I think this is going to be somewhat emergent as we get together all the people interested and figure out where the hotspots are that we want to put some energy into and how, subgroups interact with the main group. I think still TBD. But personally, just to expand on the introduction I gave, we've been doing legal entities in Web3 for several years. And it turns out that in the Marshall Islands, we also created, almost by accident, a good legal entity for AI agents, in the sense that there's kind of 2 problems that are solved at once. One is giving an AI agent legal personhood, in a sense, by making it the legal manager of a company, as long as it's running on chain. So we can actually do that already with our existing law. And the other side of it is, well, AI agents, I think most people would agree, at least there's a big discussion about how they need to be governed in more decentralized ways than traditional technologies, just for the sake of, I guess, safety and risk management. And I think one really good model is what we're already rolling out, which is this model of, okay, well, what if you have an AI agent who's the legal manager of a company? That gives it a lot of power and ability to interact with the world. But then who actually owns and governs the company, and what are the checks and balances you put in place? Well, that I think looks a lot like a DAO, which is the model we've been working with a lot of people on for some years now. Now, others may disagree with that particular approach, but I think what I'm excited about the legal subgroup looking at is what are all of the general issues facing AI agents and the way that they're governed. That's going to range from issues like legal entities and legal personhood and jurisdictional issues, like where do you want to domicile your AI agent or your company or however you think about it, to how do you follow laws and regulations all over the world? Where are the opportunities to develop new laws and regulations all over the world? I was really excited to hear the person earlier today talking about laws and regulations in the US, which is not my personal focus, even though it's massive. I'm really looking at at the Marshall Islands and the international and offshore environment, but I think we could look at all of that. And then, of course, there's all kinds of other legal issues that come up with AI, some of which maybe will be covered by the data ownership subgroup. Others maybe need other subgroups, and maybe others will say, hey, let's address this and try to either learn together or put out some thought leadership together or help facilitate collaboration in some way. So really excited to see everything we can do. I'll be happy to just help, coordinate, at least make sure that we can get a meeting together and that there's some communication between the subgroup and the overall group. And other than that, just excited to see where everyone wants to take the legal subgroup who wants to be a part of it. So thanks, Lou.
I would love to be a part of it. This is Fraser speaking. Yeah, I have a legal background. I'm a human rights lawyer by qualification, but I've mostly been working in digital rights law for a decade.
Awesome. So cool.
Thank you.
Cool. And next we got DAIAA.
Yeah, I mean, I think, there's obviously going to be a huge degree of overlap with these sectors. I think, just building on what Adam and Brittany were both saying there, I definitely am a firm believer that the way that we succeed here is by having a variety of different codes. I think really in the data ownership vertical overall, and I'm going to invite Brittany up to talk a little bit more about this as well. I think my certain view is that AI and data are like two sides of the same coin. And if you don't really clean up your data estate, then you're just creating more problems and amplifying the problems with AI down the road, which we're already starting to see. But effectively, when it comes to data ownership, I think we really do have to lean on all the tool sets and codes that we are needed. So that includes regulation, that includes law, that includes economics, that includes ethical frameworks before you get to the technological, but the technology has to bring all of that to life. So, and again, big alignment. I set up an organization called the Internet Foundation back in 2013. We were the first organization to call for a universal declaration of digital rights as an extension of human rights. And that's always been our North Star, that how do we use technology to enable more human rights? And that includes using law as a kind of part of the tool set in terms of that. So I think there's going to be a huge degree of overlap between all three verticals, and particularly how we activate that at scale through community, and particularly through the Crypto Mondays community around the world, is all part of this framework. So yeah, I'm really excited about exploring the areas. And yeah, Brittany, please, love for you to chime in and get, talk about what you see happening in the vertical too.
Happy to also hop in here. Thank you, DAIAA, for that. I think as he rightly said, there's going to be a lot of overlap into what some of these different committees or focus groups are going to be working on. From the side of the data ownership committee, I think it's going to be kind of legislative, regulatory, like corporate governance, future-proofing policy, and then also technical protocols. So that's kind of the way that I see it. We're going to talk about actual, legislative initiatives, what exists today, what needs to be amended, what new bills we might want to support or not support or kill that are on the floor in different states, federally in the US, other countries, of course. This being, I'm assuming, an international organization. It sounds like it is. For sure, these are international issues regardless. And
For
then
sure.
and then looking at company-wise, what type of policies can a company adopt to future-proof the tech that you're building, knowing that a lot of new legislation and regulatory initiatives are in the pipeline. And then, of course, the technical protocols that make data ownership possible, other, for AI specifically, or decentralized AI on chain, on different types of chains, because every chain enables different things and is compliant or completely not compliant with data laws in different jurisdictions. So there's quite a lot to discuss there, but I think that will probably be the main range, and then how we can mobilize different members and individuals here to partake in any of those initiatives or implement them internally to their own companies.
That's all awesome. And, one of the things, hearing you guys talk about the subcommittees is the obvious that, most of us here or all of us, this is not our first rodeo, and we've had success at doing very similar things before. So, we really should have massive impacts. Just from the, I'll just share a couple quick slides about the community management subgroup. There you go. I wrote a mission to facilitate the building and proliferation of tools and workflows that optimize community member engagement. Again, as a subgroup, that could evolve over time. But for me, community building is about engaging your members. I go around giving a talk called 10 Thoughts on Community, because I've been thinking about it a while. And one of them is you're either growing the engagement of your community or your community is dying. And we'll do that via sustainable token economics and governance and consensus. And plan the first meeting for later this week, Thursday, February 20th from 12 to 1. We're personally building at Crypto Mondays a community management AI agent called Monday, and it's going to be open source. The hope is eventually the DAIAA will manage it, and really believe that if multiple communities, hundreds, thousands of communities are on the same platform, that will just be, the massive advantages are so apparent. And so, for anybody who wants, we're actually coming out with the alpha of the tool of the Monday AI agent this week. You can go to our website at cryptomondays.io and sign up for those of you who are interested. And you can actually earn some, we're going to be tokenizing, so you'll earn some MOND Monday tokens. And then the last thing, with the last 10 minutes we've got here, is just quickly go over some next steps and member asks. And first, in terms of next steps or member asks is, join or start a subgroup. Really believe this is where the majority of the value from DAIAA is going to come from the work done in the subgroup. And that's the value that we bring to the world. And I think, the value that the individual members get, I think the majority of that will happen through subgroups. So you can either join or start one. If you'd like, join DAIAA leadership. At the moment, it's a bunch of us at Crypto Mondays. Third is invite new members. I think one of the things we'll have a follow-up is something with more direct asks there. But obviously we all know tons of people who could really benefit from being a part of DAIAA, and that DAIAA could benefit from them being a member of us. So invite new members. We're putting the final touches on a membership form just so we can know a little bit about more about our members. Hopefully one of the benefits that we'll all get is better networking, and I think in leveraging AI to optimize that networking. And so this membership form will help with that. And let us know what else we should be doing. Obviously this has come together pretty quickly when the need for it just became so apparent. And again, thanks everybody for coming and being a part of it from the beginning. The last thing with last time is to open it up with the final kind of 3 minutes that we had. If anybody had any other questions or comments that they'd like to make. So I just want to leave a few minutes for that at the end.
Well, Lou, how should we plan our meetings for the subgroups? Are you guys gonna facilitate kind of collecting interest, or how do we reach each other?
Yeah, so we'll have a follow-up, but reach out to me or info@DAIAA, or and anything right now. I think it's info at right? DAIAA.org. And that'll get to us. If you're interested in joining a subgroup, and we'll create a shared folder that'll have that you guys can use and to manage it. And whenever somebody says, yeah, I'm interested in joining this subgroup, then we'll add them the membership in that subgroup folder. That makes sense? Adam?
Oops. Yep. Thanks.
Okay. Cool. Yes. So Dele?
Yeah, no, I think you covered everything, and that was the question I had as well, which I picked up offline. But I think that's an easiest process for it. But yeah, come, look, we're very open to suggestions and themes. It's a very decentralized organization. It's a community-led organization. So bring your thoughts, bring your ideas. There's a place for them, and we can share them and explore them all together.
Anybody else? Okay, then I'll just say for those of us going into East Denver, be great if you're in town on Monday. Come join us at Crypto Mondays East Denver. It's going to be rocking. As I think I mentioned at the top, we're going to be doing a fireside chat with Yuma, and we're expecting 300 people or so, and that's the scoop. So, thanks again to everybody who took the time. I thought, it went really well. And I think, at the very least, anybody who came has to be impressed, with the people who are on the mission with us here. So have a great day, everyone.